Hey guys, let me fix this hair. My name is Barbara Bass, and I am back with another message. So, today, guys, I'm just going to talk with y'all. I don't have a Bible verse because I have not looked up one to go with this, but I'm just going to talk to you guys real quick. You guys cannot be out here taking advice from certain people. You need to be very careful who you're taking advice from because there's a lot of false teachers and false prophets, just coaches and life coaches and just doctors, teachers. I mean, in every field, there are people that are false and out here lying, and you cannot be taking advice from certain people. You need to have discernment so you can be able to know people's fruits, like we talked about in the other video. One thing about demons that I just want to highlight in this video is that once they use you up, once they use your spirit up, they throw you away. So if you go and get advice from someone that in your own reprobated mind you thought was the correct advice, and then your life end up messed up, and then you go back to them and try to tell them like, hey, your advice did this to me. This is a lesson that demons use you up and then they throw you away. That person is not going to care about you coming back and telling them how they messed your life up. They was sent to mess your life up on purpose. Okay. And then also, we always talk about names on here and the meaning of names. I talk about the meaning of names in almost all of my videos because that's a deep revelation that God showed me at a young age. I've always looked up people's names. Look up the names in the Bible that God likes. Look up the names in the Bible of God's enemies. Don't give yourself nicknames of an energy that God hated or God did not like or that went up against God in the Bible. Do not give yourself a nickname like that. Because we talked about, go and look at my videos about nicknames and how nicknames will ruin your life. Okay? You can tell a lot about a person by their name or their nickname and what they call themselves. Research it, because I remember at one point God was showing me how the name Vanessa means finesser. And in my own way, I don't know if in the dictionary it says that, but God had been showing me through revelations in my own life about things that are true in my own life, that people who have that name Vanessa are usually like finessers. Okay. And I remember I had this friend and I kept on calling her Vanessa, and I didn't know why. And I was like, why do I keep calling you Vanessa? And that's not even your name. Where is that coming from? And that's when God had revealed to me that name means finesser. You're calling her that because she finesses, and it's in a way that you can't even see it. You can't notice it because it's spiritual. And so, but I'm showing it to you. That's what God was doing for me. So you got to watch taking advice from people. There's a lot of people into like witchcraft, black magic, voodoo, all kind of stuff. And they're not going to tell you the whole truth. They're trying to play you. They're trying to eat off of you. So these people will ruin your life with their advice. They will call you dumb, stupid, ignorant, a fool, whatever. And they will blame you for your own folly that you wasn't able to see through what they told you. They're like, why you couldn't see through the advice and see that I meant this, this, and this. Like, they'll tell you all the good things. They won't tell you all the bad things. That's how the devil is. He tricks you and plays you. So you got to just be discerning out here. You can't just be letting people play you like this. You don't, they calling you that because to a certain extent, you probably are ignorant or a fool or dumb to a certain extent. Like, you got to get your mind right. And that's why you need God and Jesus in your life, because he's the one that blessed you with gifts like discernment, so you can tell what's going on. And a lot of these demonic spirits, these people who work and operate in these demonic spirits, they want to put a demonic spirit from hell on you because that's how they feed off of your energy. Okay, they're trying to feed the kingdom and the minions of the kingdom. So they want to put this energy on you so that you also feed the kingdom. And so that that evil kingdom, not the good kingdom, but the evil kingdom can feed off of you as well. So these people give you advice that will have you entering into the evil kingdom and giving your energy and your spirit away to the wrong kingdom. They will have you and your children messed up. There are certain people out here giving out advice that are issuing spirits of prostitution on different women to work for the kingdom of darkness. And they're doing this not realizing they do work on top of work on top of work. So they'll put work or magic, or they'll speak something over you, and then they'll do more and more magic over it to cover it up so that they don't get in trouble, or they don't reach the karma or whatever is supposed to come back on them. There are people who are very, very advanced in issuing spirits on people. That's why I always tell women to go and work hard, work for your own money and stuff. Don't ever get put in a position where you need a man's money, because men can feel when you're using them and you have that gold digger spirit, and then they'll start resenting you, and then they'll hurt you. They'll take you right up out of here. So these evil women, sometimes they work like madams for the evil dark community, or the dark people, and they will have you working with dark energies too, demonic dark energies that will have you doing things that you have no business doing, and it will ruin your life. They will have you out here, or your kids, just in some messed up situations because you're following their advice. And then half the time, the advice that they giving you, they don't follow that advice. So they working for the kingdom, and they feel like the bad kingdom, the hellish kingdom. They working for that one. They feel like they getting by and they getting over. And sometimes the devil will bless these people. They'll still go through drama and things like that, but they'll be blessed by the enemy because they're doing so much and bringing so much energy into the kingdom of darkness. So God just wanted me to be